What's going on, people? Not for the radio. Myself, Viz, Posty, Chams in the building.
Yeah.
I weren't here last week, but I'm back now. Make sure you check out that Corrupt FM interview. Also, we've had Spray on recently and Kai. Check out them 2 interviews. But right now, someone we've been waiting for a while, made the trip down to London. Big up Jaykae in the building. Rah. Welcome along, man.
Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah, nah, all good, man. So talk to us. Let's take it back from the beginning. Like, let the people know where you're from, where you grew up, and how you started to get into the rap thing.
I'm from Brom. Small leaf. I probably started rapping about 07, just clashing bare, man, in the park. Slewing, man. It was that kind of thing. Your mum, this, your nan, that. It was kind of that. And then after a while, I wanted to do it seriously. You know, like learning about studio and not knowing how things actually work and wanting to get into it. Yeah, and just took it from there.
Okay.
So how did you like kind of break into like the London audience? Because I remember seeing you, and even like the first time I saw you on like videos on YouTube and like loading on mics and stuff like that, you seem very striking. Like I wanted to know more about like your story and stuff like that. How did you kind of get into like the London audience?
It depends.
From Birmingham.
Obviously YouTube helps on it,
Yeah.
and then Lord of the Mics helped me. Like on like getting people familiar with me in the whole scene kind of thing. Like I'd done 4 and 5, I think it was. I can't remember exactly. No, 4 and 6. I can't remember what ones I was on, but
Yeah.
I'd done them 2, and that kind of like boosted my whole profile up here. But I still think people are still catching on to what I'm doing.
Yeah, because I remember like even when we started ages ago, I wanted to do like more stuff with like people from Birmingham and like up north. So we started like a channel called GRM Daily North.
Yeah, I remember that. The Sideman channel.
I know, like people seem to think it was a Sideman channel.
It
but
did
wasn't.
seem like that. It did seem, because it wasn't you personally, and it
Yeah.
was, who was the people that used to do them videos?
I forgot their names, but
And
they're
me,
really
but
cool
them,
guys.
yeah.
It wasn't a Sideman channel. It was just a channel.
Like,
Like
we couldn't get on GRM Daily, so we had to go on GRM Daily North.
No, that's not fair.
It was.
But we did put some of the videos on GRM Daily as well. But we were completely behind the North channel as well. And I remember like
It picked up for a bit.
Yeah. It was doing well. And I remember one of the first guys we proper saw that was like proper sick was Socks. And you were in the same crew as Socks, weren't you?
Yeah, Invasion.
Are you still in the same? Is Socks still part of the Invasion crew?
I can't speak for him, but I'm not.
Oh, you're no longer in the
No.
Invasion crew. How comes?
Because them lot was talking bad about me on Twitter. Like couple older man that was in the crew was talking shit. And I was like, fuck this. Like even my mum was like, have you seen them man chatting shit? And that's when I thought, yo, I didn't even want to be a part of it no longer anyway. Like it was more of a burden than something we enjoyed. So I just thought, yo, safe, fuck you man in a bit.
So what was the setup like then? How long was you a part of the crew and how did you join and how did the members kind of get together? Because obviously there's a lot of big names came from Invasion crew.
There was basically Vader's crew. And it was basically a crew full of crews. Like, it's collectives that come under one name, basically. Like, people from Brom. Lady Leisha was in it. Swifter was in it.
Oh, swear down.
Daps on the Mat was in it.
Sick.
Like, these left it early, like 09, 10. And then when I got in it, kind of like, I kind of took like that front row position. Like, I wanted to people to know where I go on kind of thing. And then I shouted Socks come into it. Deps man come into it, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in
D2 come
peace,
into it. And yeah.
And then so basically you joined a crew that was already established, basically. And that's what it was. So
not as out there as it was in the end, but yeah. It was already a crew before I got in it.
And what was your relationship? What's the relationship of Invasion crew been like with like a group, say like Stay Fresh, which is like another big crew from Birmingham that was making a lot of noise?
People just instantly thought that there'd be a rivalry.
Yeah. And
like I clashed a couple man, no one from Stay Fresh, but man that used to roll with Stay Fresh and that. So that kind of like, people always used to separate us, but Invasion was Birmingham and Stay Fresh was Wolverhampton / Birmingham. So it's like, obviously we're all close knitted. So people used to say, oh, who's better out of one and the other, as you do, you know what I'm saying? Like Arsenal, Tottenham, for instance, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it's in the same ends, you're going to get, some people are going to be Arsenal fans, some people are going to be Tottenham fans.
Yeah. And so what's your relationship now with like someone like Socks, for example?
Socks is my boy, man.
Yeah. So you guys, is he still making music as well?
He's making a lot of music.
Yeah. That's good to hear. Obviously you mentioned Deps man, RIP, definitely. That was a sad loss. How did that affect you, like, just being like such a close friend to him in the music business. Like, how did that affect you, like musically?
It's like, I don't know about musically, my life, it sent my head a bit mad.
Yeah.
Like I started drinking beer. Like all of us did, to be fair. Like it was like a movement of people that was just mourning basically. Like was going on mad and then ended up having a fight and got sent to jail for it.
Yeah.
Like I can't blame it on his death, but that was like the turning point. Like from there, it was like a bit of a downward spiral.
Yeah.
But then, yeah.
And you spoke about your stint in jail, and obviously the fact that you was reaching a pinnacle, and then that happened.
I was doing like I like to think I was doing very good. Like it was 2014. It was the first year that the Mobile's done a grime category, and I got nominated for it. And I was in jail, and I've rang home, and they're like, have you heard? You're on the Mobile, you got nominated. And I'm screaming on the wing, I'm going mad. Yo, telling everyone. And then like 2 days later, I've rang up, they're saying, yo, they've took you off. Because obviously they found that I was in jail, because everyone's like, yeah, free Jaykae. And it must have not looked good for the whole platform, which I understand. And that's kind of like
so you got took off the award show because you was...
I was in jail, yeah.
Okay, but you was nominated initially. Okay.
So growing up in Birmingham, like, and getting into the music thing, getting into the rap thing, is one of the first points of call to establish yourself in London, or is it not like that? Because I think a lot of kind of like DJs and whatever, producers, we understand it's important that we all get unified at some stage. You know what I mean? Birmingham, Manchester, London, etc., etc.
I think you got to take over your ends. Like, I'm from Small Leaf, so obviously who's the guys from Small Leaf that MC? There was a lot more than there is now. Now it's like I'm the guy. So for instance, then you've got your city, which is Birmingham. Then obviously it goes bigger than that, which is West Midlands and East Midlands and things like that. And then we start coming down south and towards north. So I've always thought that, I've always had a plan in my head. Like it's kind of like I'm like it's a nice guide of where I'm going to, because I always wanted to be up London and be kicking down doors here, but I've always wanted to build an infrastructure in Birmingham.
Yeah.
Rather than always having to come to London for the opportunities, do you know what I'm saying?
Do you feel it's a problem though? Is it felt that it's a problem that a lot of the scene right now is London centric?
It's not a problem now. It's like some people might feel segregated because they're not as close to London, but the internet's the internet today, and you can blow up tonight.
Would you say, I think there was a time where, not mentioning no names, only because I can't even remember the conversations fully, but there was a few key people in the scene saying that up north kept the scene alive.
I think that's a fair statement.
Yeah, when
they
it
did a
kind of
lot
died
of
a
crime.
bit. Would you agree? Would you agree?
I think we was like, obviously, when we was growing up, we used to like watching like all the Crazy Teach videos and the Clashes and Lord of the Mics, the old ones, and Skepta and Devilman. Like, that's what we grew up on, and that's what we thrived off watching. That's what gassed us up. And then it got to the point where people in London that was successful were taking, like, going into mainstream and crossing into a different market. But then at that time, Birmingham, like nearly like 5 years behind in sense, we're doing the Clashes and we're on radio and it's all the sets and all the gas is down there kind of thing. All the radio, because we had radio popping in Birmingham a few years ago, it was going off. And it's Pirate as well.
I think you definitely, like, big up Charlie Sloth. Like, one of the biggest platforms for rappers at the moment is Fire in the Booth.
Yeah, definitely.
And you took that opportunity to kind of like talk about the loss of your friend and stuff. And I think I was speaking to Wretch and he was like, that's his favourite Fire in the Booth.
I seen Wretch in Magaluf about 2009. We went, 2008 maybe. And I seen him, was like, raw, there's Wretch. And like, man was like, yo, I've gone over to him, was like, yo, remember Jaykae? You know, like that, like, I weren't really doing anything. Then I was like, yo, remember Jaykae? And he was like, all right, save. And no, I said Invasion Alert, because I've heard of that still. And I was like, just Jaykae, remember? And then boom. Then I watched that interview. I didn't know that he'd like even come across my music. And then I seen it on and up for the radio where he said that mine was one of his favourites. Okay. And I was like, raw.
Was that difficult for you though, to go there and
I was like drunk.
On that? Okay.
I was like, I swear I was drunk. There's like, I had the people in the studio were crying and that. Like, as obviously the video was like 2 beats put together, but you don't see what happens in between kind of thing. Like, I had to take a break, like, yo, let me chill out kind of thing. And everyone's there is like all on a downer, and then I whacked the second one out straight after.
Okay.
Yeah, that's proper sick. That's proper real.
You linked up with Skepta for Every Country, Murkish Dave, excuse me. How did that come about, your link up with Skepta?
Originally, same thing, Lord of the Mics. He seen me verse Discarder, feeling me. I like spoke to Jammer, Sketch was a part of them at the time. I remember Sketch phoned me saying, we watched Lord of the Mics and Skepta's feeling you. And I was like, rah. Then Jammer told me the same thing. And then I remember I was living at my nan's. It was about 1, 2 in the morning. I got a phone call. He's like, you're saying, who's this? Says Skepta. I was like, fuck off. This one's like, not like that. Like I went, like, and he's like, yo.
You told him to fuck off?
Not like, no, I don't believe it, you know, like that. Like, fuck off, you know, like that. And he's like, yo. And I heard Jammer in the background, like, it is Jay. And then fucking, I started speaking to him. He was like, yo, come down tomorrow. You know, like that, link up. So I was like, fuck it, grab my passport, went down with the man them. And then Straight Up Remix was about. And then Skepta ended up doing the remix for that. And then it's just been like a family thing. So,
that was a proper moment. I remember that when that video dropped, because that beat is just a madness, isn't it?
Big up Thomas, yeah, man.
Yeah, and then just even that whole song in general, like that was such a great look for like the Birmingham scene as well.
Yeah,
just
it was.
like having like the biggest, arguably the biggest grime MC, just like shower down one of your tunes.
Fully co-sign it, put 2 verses on it, put the cherry on top. Yeah, fam. He fully bigged us up on it, yeah.
What's the scene like in Birmingham at the moment then? I think one of the first times I saw Mist was with you on YouTube. Is it unified up there? Is everyone working together like they should be? What's it like?
Not everyone's working together like they should be. Everyone might say, yeah, let's do a tune, yeah, link up, and then not find the time to actually do it. Okay. But I think everyone in Birmingham's clocked on now because we never had no one successful before us. Like, if you're a new MC coming up in London, you've seen Dizzy Rascal, you've seen Tinchy Strider, you've seen Skepta, you've seen Wiley. These mans have like made big dough, life-changing thing. There wasn't that person for Birmingham. Like Lady Leisha's the pinnacle. Do you know what I'm saying? Like she's done the best from our ends kind of thing. So I think everyone's realising now like it's a business now rather than it's just a joke thing.
Do you think she's done better than Mist?
In the long run, I can't speak on it.
Yeah.
But right now, Mist is the man.
Yeah.
You
was in jail with Mist, weren't you?
Yeah.
I heard. Did you meet Mist in jail?
Nah, I knew him before.
Oh, you knew him before?
Yeah.
So what's the relationship like between you and Mist?
That's my G, man.
Yeah.
For times, though.
Yeah.
I met Mist, it was a New Year's party, I think, like years ago.
Yeah.
A couple of my brethren from Erdington.
Yeah.
I knew them, and obviously he was their brethren, and then just linked up from there. Bare mutual friends.
Big up Miss, man. We need you on the show, bro.
Yeah, man.
Trust me.
What was interesting for me is kind of you did quite a lot of clashes.
A lot.
How
a lot?
He said a lot because he has done a lot. You see the clashes are local. So how important was Lord of the Mics to your career development?
It was good. Like it was a lot of gas round Soxy's Lord of the Mics. 3 and 4 was really a lot of gas. Like had people talking like, want to see me versus this person. It was like almost like wrestling, you know, like people like watch wrestling and get gas kind of thing. It was kind of like that. And then the second time I'd done it, being honest, like straight, I just wanted the dough. Like that's I had my son was due anytime soon. I've got stress. I need to get prams and all of these things. Music ain't doing bits as it is now, and it was stress, you know what I'm saying? So that was more my focus then. But I'd like, there's people that have learned about me from Lord of the Mics that probably wouldn't have. Like jail, Lord of the Mics is gold in jail. Like fully, everyone watches it in there. So when I've gone in there, everyone's like, oh, like I was a celebrity kind of thing. Like, because they've seen me on there, do you know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, let's watch it together, do you know what I'm saying? Let's put it on and that. It was a bit mad.
What clashes do you think you've lost that everybody knows about?
The only one that I'd say fully, like, I wasn't prepared for is the Kazi one in the dungeon. The one on stage, I won.
So the one on stage, that's someone threw a bottle at you, right?
Yeah, put salt in.
So how when you go through those kind of situations when you finished as an artist and you're clashing, you're already amped up, and then something like that happens, how do you maintain your composure? Because you could see that you're fuming.
You know what really maintained my composure? Me worrying for my other friends that wanted to do things. Like I was seeing like my brethren was not feeling this and they was not having this, and couple man was like ready to do things, and that's what I think calmed me down.
And was there anything that you would have done differently? Because I know that before that a bit had even
happened. Fuck all I would have done, Dan, because I rubbed it in your face, like, haha.
But you know, like before that, I know that Jammer had said to you to cut, right, it's over, it's come off stage.
Nah, because it's my time to get you know, like that. Like, nah, like, obviously.
So you would have still have done it and gone through it, because
yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I saw Jammer, he was like, it's over. You know, let's
I still would have, I can't change anything, innit? It's okay, written, cool. It's what's happened, innit?
Yeah.
So you feel with like you and Kazi, it's 1-1?
in the sense of like meeting up together, yeah.
Yeah.
And in the sense of like, I'm not chatting shit.
Yeah.
As an MC, I'm a million miles times better than him. I feel that, and I'll say that to him. I feel I'm the way better artist and MC like that, but on that day was your day. Like, you went the underdog, sometimes when you doubt the person, the least, they turn the whole tide, and you know what, he's done it twice. That's why I take my hat off to him. Like, he should, like, in my eyes, he shouldn't have beat Socks, and in my eyes, he shouldn't have beat me on that day, so.
So you reckon cause he's beat you and Socks?
He did.
So he's got 2 up on the Invasion crew right now. Well, the old Invasion
you can
crew.
say, no, you can say that, but I'm not saying it's on a smoke thing, but like, what are you doing? You know, like that. And what am I doing? You can win the battle, but did you win the war?
Would you feel like that's the only clash you've ever lost?
Yeah.
In
2007 onwards.
Really?
And that's maybe 30, 40 people.
Who do you think, like, I love it when like grand people clash.
Would you clash today? Sorry, would you clash today?
If it was to benefit me and it was somebody that was either we're at the same level of where we're going. What's he? See, he's trying to think of something now.
No.
If we're going like either at the same level or they're bigger than me and they try to take a jab, like I don't take shit.
Yeah.
I won't take shit now. And if someone sent for me and it was right to do so, I'd slap them up straight back.
Who do you think the best gram clasher is? Who's your top 3? I've got a top 3. Who's your top 3 best gram clashers? Like
Devilman.
You think in top 3 of gram?
100%.
Ever. So what? When it's fair to say Skepta won the Devilman clash.
Yeah.
Obviously,
me and Skepta have had that chat. Like on Straight Up Remix, go back and listen to it. Skepta says something like we had that chat.
Yeah.
Like Devilman could have said something and rewrote history, but he never thought of the thing he should have said. I thought of it when I watched it. I was like, why didn't you say that?
Yeah. What was it?
What was that thing?
What is it?
Because is this when Skepta says
said that already, but why are you repeating it?
Yeah.
Talk about Posty,
I
you must be eating it. Like Devilman was Birmingham's guy, don't get it twisted. Before the madness come out about him, Devilman was the man. Bluetooth, all infrared days, don't get it twisted. Devilman was the guy.
So Devilman was huge like, in Birmingham.
Yeah, massive.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think huge in England still.
So what was the thing? What was the thing that he should have said? That
what I just said?
Yeah.
Said that already, blood. Why are you repeating it? Talk about Pussy, you must be in it, because Skepta says to go on then. I think he says it again.
Okay.
So if Devilman just come and said bang, that's like a... Because the thing that you shouldn't do in a clash is repeat your bar, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy. So, all right, Devilman's one of them.
Skepta's one of them.
Yeah.
Because Skepta's things live with people. Yeah. I've seen Skepta perform like that Devilman Nasty tune and in Birmingham. And people have gone fucking mental, like mad for it, bro. Like that would sting. Someone's, you know what I'm saying? Like someone comes to Birmingham and performs a tune about me and they're going nuts for it. That would piss me off, bro. Skepta, Devilman, number 3. That says things. It's a hard one to say, you know. I like Big H.
I'd put Wiley in there. Wiley's naughty when it comes to clashes as well.
Yeah, but I've heard Wiley get his fair share of it back as well.
Wiley's dished out some work, you know.
Is that
Wiley not top 3 when it comes to clashes?
Yeah.
Wiley's dished out a lot of work.
Wow.
A lot of
Maybe
work.
that's not my era, do you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why. I remember Wiley clashing All In One. I've heard all these things. Like, All In One was sick if you want to go old school. Like, he was sick at clashing.
Yeah, but he ain't got
I think
enough
I might have to
bodies,
say
though.
Wiley.
He ain't got enough bodies to say All In One. But
that's
All In
not
One
my-
was heavy, though.
Yeah.
Well, he probably has bodies, but not like documented bodies anyway. But Wiley's like, just say Wiley, I'll give it to you.
Nah, but Kano got Wiley though.
Kano did get, he did. And Lord of the Mics DVD, he did.
Devlin got Wiley.
Yeah, but Wiley
that's
it's
the
true.
thing.
He was.
That's the thing.
You gotta give him his I'm not taking anything away from him. But when you're talking like best, Wiley was sick at getting it out there. Like, no, I'm chatting shit. You know what? Chipmunk's the sickest fucking clasher, bro.
Yeah, Chip is hard.
You know what?
bro.
Chipmunk,
Chip
bro.
is hard.
I forgot about
lost a
Chip.
clash yet?
Listen,
Well, yes, yeah.
But then again, that was early.
Yeah, and
I think Chip's got the most feared pen.
You know what I'm? Chipmunk.
I think Chip's got the most feared
Chipmunk has said
pen
some
the
things in
game.
the past couple of years, fam, that had me screaming.
In terms of
fam.
clashing?
Yeah, so he had me laughing my head off.
Chip might be top 3 still.
Yeah, come on. He's got the most feared pen. 100%.
I was gonna say Wiley's sick.
100%.
I was gonna say Wiley's sick at getting it done. Like bang, send you a dub right now.
Like, yeah, 100%.
Chipmunk does that on a better level, I think.
But listen, I think Wiley,
Chip's fucked.
you got to understand, Wiley's taken on so much, even probably when he's off guard, man he just reacts and took on everything. Anybody that's calling his name, he was on them. So I think the ratio of some of the ones that he might have lost, like, come on, he's taken on everybody.
You're gonna have to, of course, you're gonna take a loss.
He's taken 1-2 L's, but overall, come on, man.
Yeah. No, 100%.
No one ain't taken on as much as him.
Yeah, no one's taken on as much as Wiley. I gotta respect him, man. Most definitely. So you've had like an ongoing feud with Tommy Robinson, the EDO leader. Tell us how that all began.
Bro, I just don't like him, and he tweets some horrible things. I don't agree with his mentality and his what he believes in, bruv. And I tweeted him like, yo, bruv, you need to get punched in your face or something like that.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, come on then. Come to Luton now. And I was like, bruv, you're not going to meet me.
Yeah.
He's like back and forth. Then someone, like a fan, sent me like, yo, here's my man's number. So I rang him up like, yo, and he's answered the phone and shit himself. Like how the fuck has he got my number kind of thing?
What did you tell him it was you?
Yo, you pussy. I can't remember what I said. It was on the day. It was like fresh, like it just happened kind of thing. And I've just, boom, I blew your line up straight away, and you shouldn't really be getting my man's number like that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and it was kind of back and forth. Then he had the audacity. I'm from Small Heath.
How did it start though? You just saw him tweet something and you responded?
Yeah, like,
What was it? What was the tweet?
His one, I can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember. It was something derogatory towards Muslims though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I didn't agree with it. So I just like, you need to get banged, bruv. And then it's just come back. Like I weren't expecting a reply back or even. And then he's come to Birmingham to like 5 minutes from where my hands are, pulled up on the road, stood there, pulled the camera crew out. They're looking for Jaykae. Got back in the van, got egged. People seen him. People clocked it was him. Nothing to do with me. People clocked them lot, started egging them. They've got in the van and then drove off and then put some little blog thing together and threw it on YouTube. It's just that. And then, the people are saying like, oh, charity boxing match. I'll punch his head off, bro. Like, I say that on here.
Can we talk about your track being played in Power? Because that must have been a
that was
crazy
amazing.
moment.
I remember that episode too. I was listening to it. I was like, right, is that Jaykae? That's crazy. How did that happen?
It's April this year. I got an email saying, "Are you the owner of this song?" But these times I didn't know who's asking me this. I thought it was a compilation CD. Then like, "You the owner?" I was like, "Yeah, me and Thomas Meller, 50-50, whatever." Told
Thomas Meller, the producer,
the one who made Straight Up Remix as well. And then I got the thing back, like, you know, like you have to like electronic signature, like a document, like send it back, like I'm not gonna say nothing. And it said Power Season 4, Episode 8, and script and all of this. And I was like, right. Like, I'd never watched it by then. But, like, I had to ring, like, my manager and, like, yo, make sure this is real. Like, I'm not getting blagged. Like, this ain't some joke thing. So he's chased it up. They've sent things back and forth. But in the episode was, it was called It's Done. But on the listings of the episode, hadn't come up yet. So I think it was in June. The first half of the episode names come up on, was it IMDb?
Was it the final episode it was in?
Episode 8. No, there's 10 episodes of the
Okay,
thing.
yeah.
Is it IMDb?
Yeah.
That the first 5 episodes come up. So I'm still don't know if episode 8 is called It's Done yet. And then it's waited. They've sent back the thing. They've sent back the contract like, yo, this is what we're offering you. And then they've just gone back and forth. And then boom, gradually the episodes come and I seen it was called It's Done. Then I thought, no chance. Does anyone know in April that this is called It's Done in August before, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, right. Then I had to just like, let me start watching this now. You know what I'm saying?
Like, a huge fan now.
I'm into it now. Let me start watching this now. Like I asked a couple people like on a snow, like my brethren's like, yo, do you watch Power? And they're like, oh, I can't wait. Season 4, I can't wait. And I'm thinking, raw, like you got something to wait for, you know, like that. You're gonna be into like
no, but it's a huge deal. Like Power in our community must be like literally the biggest show, like
100.
Bar Game of Thrones, I'd say in the world.
Yeah, but when I mean like Game of Thrones is sick, but when I mean Power's like it's relative, isn't it? It's like cultural. It has a cultural reference. You know what I'm trying to say? And you
can relate to it.
Yeah, exactly. Your song ends up there. Like what?
And in a like, pivotal scene, it was a mad
Dead.
scene, bro. Like the thing that they put, like I knew that. Like I didn't know who Sandoval was when I read the script and said he's gonna die on my thing. I was more gassed about it. I said like something about Ghost's apartment. So I was thinking, like, I know who Ghost is, you know, like that. That's the only person I know in Power right now. So in his apartment, my tune's playing, it's going off, you know, like that.
How did it come about though? Like, obviously, Too Fake, it's isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a big track. But who found it? Like, how did it? Do you know the story?
On Spotify, it was doing very well on its own. Like, it's just been doing well, luckily enough, for like the past year or so. And then I think there's 3 people initially that run Power. It's 50 Cent, another guy and a woman, and the woman heard it.
Okay.
And she's like, I think she pitched it.
So listen, anything to do with Power, like people talk about it all day long, yeah? So you're in Birmingham, right? And Power, the episode comes out, your song just starts playing. Like, what's the feeling like the next day? How are the girls talking to you now?
Yeah, sent them mad. It went mad. A bit more respect, yeah.
Yeah, a bit more respect.
A bit more respect, but it's sick because I name drop a lot of people that I care about in that tune as well.
Yeah.
Friends that are dead,
Yeah.
friends that are in jail,
Yeah.
that are just hearing, boom, their names on Power, you know, like that. Like bare little things like that. I'm talking about real things in that song, so I don't know, man. I think people like I don't know.
Like, congratulations, man, because that was a
Thank you,
proper
man.
serious look. I heard you was calling out Chris and Kem as well.
No, you put it out. I was calling Chris and Cam. I don't know who directly runs it. Was it you DMing me, laughing afterwards?
What, on GRM?
Yeah.
No, it's not me.
See, I was thinking it was you, but it wasn't.
So did someone what? So that's not true.
I just tweeted like, yo, if I see him on stage, I'm gonna spin him. Sometimes I just rant on Twitter.
Oh,
Follow
okay.
me. I'm very entertaining on there. If you didn't know.
do.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just going on a mad one. And then I says, if I see them on that rave, I'll spin them.
Explain though, because some people that don't.
You're not a
won't
grime
understand
MC, man.
Yeah,
you know, like that. Like, don't tarnish man's thing and that, man. You're not a grime MC. Like, you're a parody act, man. Like, run with that. Don't start. Yeah. And then he said, yeah, I just wasn't feeling it. Like, if you're a grime MC.
Do you find it offensive when people do
Nah,
that?
because I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't dwell on it, and it doesn't ruin my day. Just at the time, at the minute, I was seeing it on Twitter, I was just like, fuck off, you know, like that. Like, what he's doing. And then 20 minutes later, it was on GRM. Jaykae is gonna clash Chris and Cam.
Yeah, I'll have a word with the social guys.
Nah, keep it up. I loved it still. It's promo. Yeah,
Well, I was giving
keep it up,
pound the
man.
back then.
Just make sure it's the same with the EP and that.
Yeah, no, of course. Come on, bro. I got you.
You got the new EP dropping.
Yeah.
Where have you been?
Where have you been?
Where have you been?
I've been everywhere. Yeah.
All right. What can we
Highs,
expect?
lows. Yeah, good stories, bad stories, wins, losses, life, deaths. Yeah.
Crazy, yeah. It's been a crazy journey. You speak about it quite a lot. What else can we expect from this EP, like in terms of collaborations and producers and stuff?
Producers, like I work heavily with Bowser. That's my boy. And Thomas Mellor. Like there's 2, they've both got 2 on there. Skepta's got 1 on there. Essex has got 1 on there.
Shout out Essex.
Trey Mission's got 1 on there. I can't remember the last one. Last one's from America. I can't remember his name.
Okay.
No offense, but yeah, I can't remember his name.
You must be like quite excited to drop this tape though, seeing as you've been away for a while.
Yeah, very.
When can people grab it?
The pre-order goes live this Friday.
Tell them the date.
So what is this Friday? I don't know.
This Friday would be
28.
it would be quite helpful if you need this information. Yeah, the 24th.
The 24th, yeah.
The 24th.
So the pre-order drops Friday 24th. The
Yeah.
EP lands Friday the 8th of December.
You hear that, Jay? You got your dates. You know when this has to drop before,
8th
right?
of December, yeah. I haven't told no one this.
Oh, okay, so it's an exclusive.
Exclusive. Drop the
No,
bombs.
most definitely. You must be quite proud of Birmingham now as well at the moment. Obviously, you got acts like, like we mentioned before, Miss coming out, making a lot of noise. Lady Leisha, like you said.
Lot of boys.
Obviously,
Lot of
recently,
boys.
lost a lot of boys. And they've come with like a completely different sound as well. That's not technically grime.
No.
Are you a fan of that music as well?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I listen to a lot. My range of music is very wide.
Do you know the Lot of Boys as well?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I've known them for like... Luke used to live on my road, like 4 doors away from me. His older brother was my best friend.
Oh, serious?
But
Yeah.
like, imagine it's not till years after I found out that Luke was Alex's little brother.
Oh, okay.
You know, like that. I didn't know Lotto Lucas was my mate Alex's little brother because
Yeah.
he'd grown up. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
moved away years ago, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then but I remember like Math.U, their manager used to book me for like they used to run like a college entertainment thing and put on shows for the colleges and used to book man for them things. And then his acts then was Ash and Lucas. And then that formed into the Lotto Boys after then.
What's Birmingham like? Because in comparison to London, like, with like London, everybody kind of knows who everybody is, but not like, you know, like how you just said how you knew Lotto Boys' his older brother lives 4 doors down the road. You knew Mist, and then you was in jail with Mist, and like there seems to be like heavily personal connections. Whereas London, everyone kind of knows who everyone is, but doesn't actually. You know what I mean? Like, we're so far from people still.
Yeah,
Is Birmingham quite close in the sense where everybody kind of
London claims
personal
itself like more
relations.
like northwest, southeast. Like
Yeah,
if you're
yeah.
from them ends, you'll probably know the people from them ends.
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But Birmingham, I don't know how many times you'd fit Birmingham into London, but I'd imagine a few times, like 2-3 times. So it's like the equivalent of that, bruv. Like it's not really a big city, bruv.
Yeah.
So yeah, like people, I've got like personal relationships with these people. Like we're friends. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they've come to my mum's yard and I go to their yards and things like that. Like
You support City, Birmingham City or
Birmingham
Villa?
City, yeah, Birmingham City.
Is that a choice, or is that just because you're from Birmingham?
That's because, like, the full-on real reason, my dad used to support Blackburn, or does, I don't know what, I was rebellious to that. I didn't want to support what he supported, so I supported Man U. Then I moved to Small Heath when I was 4. And then, like, my mum's house is, like, right by the Birmingham City ground, so it just, like, why don't I support that? So I've been going there since a kid, man.
You got a couple stylish, swaggy trap dons over there as well. People like Stardom and that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you got a relationship with Stardom?
Done tunes with Stardom,
Yeah.
yeah. But I've known these, man, like, before music popped off.
Yeah.
Like, way before music.
What's that place in Birmingham everyone goes to eat? That yard shop?
Bing.
Bing, yeah. Is that the spot?
Not for me, but it is the spot, though.
Oh, you don't like it no more?
Nah, I do.
What's
it's
the spot for you then?
I go Chrissy's more time. I like fried chicken, brother, and it's 10 out of 10 still. Mellows is banging as well. Big up Mellow, because he's doing the catering on my tour. He's like official. But Bing's is like traditional, man. You know, if you're going to get a great meal from there, but you just got to wait for it.
Yeah.
As long as you're happy waiting for it, then go there.
And clubs as well. Obviously, I've been going Club 101 recently.
Yeah.
Couple times.
I can imagine you love it in there.
Is that the spot?
You know, it's my mate's spot, but I haven't been there, you know.
Oh, you ain't been
No,
there?
I haven't
You should
actually
go
been there.
because, you know, it's proper good.
What's the best thing about it, Post?
The ambience. Everything.
You know what? He's killing it, man. It's extra, my regiment, man. He's killing. Like,
Yeah.
it's basically got like a Miami feel in Birmingham.
Yeah. No, it's proper sick. It's a proper
Like
sick.
they're not booking rappers, they're booking things like from America, like
Yeah,
Instagram
yeah.
models that have got millions of followers.
And they bring the drinks out in like various
the
costumes.
cars
like,
and things like that.
Yeah, cars.
No, like toy cars that kids drive. Load them up,
Yeah,
bring
that's
them out,
proper
coffins and.
I've been there.
It's proper sick.
Seems like you know a lot. What about Morris Delta 7? Did you ever?
Yeah, I know them, man.
You know them, man.
Yeah, Malik and Meeks as well. Yeah.
See, he knows everybody from Birmingham. Everyone
I am
from
Birmingham.
No, but
I
I
can't
think
stress it
them
enough.
man need a special salute. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no,
Yeah,
because,
definitely, because they are actually the first. No, barring Mike Skinner, they're the first, I'd say.
Even though you said, sorry, I just want to swiftly get back to this just quickly, just to clear up. Even though you did say that GRM Daily North was a bit of a side channel, would you say that it was one of the first channels to come out of Birmingham?
No.
Realistically?
No.
Would you not?
Grind Blog was the pivotal.
Yeah,
like,
Grind
the
Blog was
main,
hard.
That's
what
had,
Bus,
Grind Blog had commentary. Like you do a freestyle, be as serious you want, and if he starts laughing and pulls you
OG.
up, you got to do it again.
That's what Bus
OG.
OG
Sucks,
Nicky.
OG Nicky.
I
Done
found
all
the
of
OG
us.
Nicky video on 200 views.
It done all of us the world a good Grind Blog did, bruv.
Yeah.
It done everyone good,
So
bruv.
what else then?
Grind Blog, Flush, and Word on Road.
I was there. I was there at these times.
A bit
Daily
afterward,
North.
when you was a bit
What
after
year
that.
are you talking about?
GRM Daily North 2010, 2011.
All right, cool. 2010. Because main GRM Daily
Like
was
I've been
2009.
around, you know. Like I've been around like the whole time. I've seen it
2007 he
all,
came.
bruv. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It was,
GRM
one of
Daily
the,
North,
it was one of the
maybe
first.
like the
though.
5th, 6th one. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't one of the first. It was one of the first that looked good. A man would want to go on because
That's
it's on a
what matters.
HD camera and not no dickhead thing. That's what it was. Like not everyone had a Canon.
Yeah, nah, 100%. Word on Road had the Word on Road.
He
yeah.
was going in.
Word on
He was
Road.
trying to charge us for 20 bags videos, bro. From his
they
shit
had
tune.
Word on Road had a Canon before we did. Yeah, I remember
They
them.
had the red cam and everything, man. He used to
Bro,
go
their
in.
videos were cold.
Sick,
Even
sick.
like their interviews and that, you could see like people's bones through their skin. I was like, this camera
Nah,
is
Bubs
mad.
was way ahead of his time, like levels.
nah,
And
them
none
man
of
were
us was
proper
ready.
serious. Even Desper and that as well.
Yeah, Desper, yeah.
Desper.
Desper's my manager now.
Yeah.
So that's
What was
that takes
Desper's
the time.
channel called?
Stay Fresh. Well, no, B83. His thing is Meet the Artist.
I swear Desper used to be at Word on Road as well. I'm pretty sure. it
Back
was.
in the, if you remember that far ago, yeah.
Yeah, I've
But
been
I think
around.
like years and years and years ago.
Yeah. Now big up Desper as
Been
well.
around
Very,
since
very,
he's
very
13.
instrumental guy from Birmingham. Big up Jamie, Stay Fresh as well.
Yeah, big up
All
Jamie.
them, man.
It's mad because Despa was Stay Fresh's manager and I was Invasion. And now it's like both things don't exist no more. And I've linked up with Despa.
You both switch sides.
Yeah,
right.
snaked it.
No, I'm joking.
All right, so this tour, man, what can we expect? Is it, you know, what can we expect from the tour?
Manchester,
up?
London, Birmingham, 13th, 14th, 15th of December. It's just my first thing. I'm just dipping my toes in and it's my first
Dipping your
little-
toes, is there in the O2 there?
Yeah. He said, no, but it's the smaller rooms first.
I know, but
you
it
got to
doesn't
pace
matter.
yourself. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm pacing myself first. Like next year, I think I'm going to do a proper tour. I'll go on tour with the streets next year as well.
Sick.
Main support.
Oh,
so.
sick. You're on that tour there.
yeah.
Raw. It's a big look.
This was making moves.
That's a big look.
That's obviously Mike's my G as well. You get me?
Yeah.
Like, that's mad to be working with my man. I can't even get into that story. Like I've been tweeting. I can show you tweets since 2011 where I'm saying, please, if anyone knows Mike Skinner, tell him I need to make a tune with him and things like that. Now we've got a sick relationship.
Have you made one yet?
That needs to come.
A few.
Oh, you made a few tunes? Oh, that's probably
That's
sick,
sick.
man.
Shout out Mike Skinner, Open the Till.
Open the till.
All right.
Dark of the shadow.
All right, cool.
Yeah, no, honestly, it's been a pleasure. No one's travelled from
much stressing?
Birmingham to NFTR
Am I the
yet.
first one from Brum?
I think so. He is, innit?
Am I?
He must be.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Is it leaving him hanging? Yeah, I respect
Left
that.
me hanging.
Yeah, you see that straight away.
Yeah.
Straight.
Don't know.
Yeah,
You
no,
are the
big
first
up,
one.
bro.
We need more from Birmingham, Manchester. So that's coming on Not For The Radio soon, man.
You know,
Trust me.
100%. And
Bristol
actually,
Dons.
to be honest with you, lastly, like if people were to remember Deps, man, how would you summarize him as a person?
The really skis out I think I've met
Yeah.
in terms of like, however he feels, he's going to let you know.
Yeah.
Like no one kept it 100 like my man.
Yeah.
And it's a very big, sad loss for, I think, Birmingham as a whole because we never got to see him advance. So I still listen to him as an 18-year-old and he's fucking sick. And we never, he'd be 22 now.
Yeah.
21, 22. We haven't heard him turn into an adult. Like, that's what I feel wounded about the most. Like, he never got to progress and shine into what he would be. Like, he's not with me doing what I'm trying to do now. You get me?
Yeah. All right, bro. Well, rest in peace, man. And thank you so much for coming and joining us.
Where have you been? 8th of December. Tour, 13th, 14th, 15th of December. If you can make it, please come down.
Right,
Same
cuz.
for you, like invites for
Yeah,
everyone.
100.
Don't know, fam. Respect.
So, fam.
Subscribe.
Yeah. Follow us Instagram and Twitter and all that, yeah? Done now.
#NFTR.